2019 has seen a number of protests around the world in addition to the ones in Hong Kong. 18 people have died of violent protest in Chile, prompting the government to declare a state of emergency there. Bolivia took similar action after riots there. Spain and Lebanon are among the countries that have also experienced unrest of late. There have been complaints that Western reporters differ in their coverage of those protests versus the unrest in Hong Kong. I discussed this with the chief correspondent from Shanghai Wenwei Daily, Song Zhang.
I think I would say Hong Kong police is showing much better professionalism in these protests. And in the last 4 to 5 months, we have to notice that no protester has been killed. And Hong Kong policemen, they have only about 20 or 30,000 employees over there. They're facing sometimes millions of protesters, but they are very much professional. And in the last 3 decades, Hong Kong police has been named one of the best police teams around the world. I think Hong Kong police should not be defamed.
And the coverage of the protests, we've seen a lot of it, but Carrie Lam has held a news conference every week. We carry it, where she answers questions from reporters. She's even talked about these dialogues going out and having communication with the constituencies. That doesn't seem to get as much coverage.
Oh, yes. I think today also the Hong Kong local government has officially withdrawn the extradition bill, and that has not been very much covered. And I think the biased coverage by the Western media is having a lot of negative effects. They are not only reporting unfairly about the protests. They are kind of shaping the narrative here in Washington. American people, those politicians in the Capitol Hill, I think they are helping American people to have wrong perception on Hong Kong protests, and also even help build those kind of wrong legislations in the Capitol Hill. We all know about this so-called Hong Kong Human Rights and Democracy Act. And every people here, they believe that it's not only hurting Hong Kong, it's also hurting America, it's hurting those kind of protests itself. I think this is very much a serious issue.
How do you change it?
I don't know, and I think slowly the violence in Hong Kong itself will be known and criticized by Hong Kong people themselves. And I have heard from one of my friends who is working in Hong Kong that the violence is slowly getting very unpopular, and the people are demanding for peaceful gathering. And I think those protesters need to be realistic. They need to talk to Hong Kong government. There should be some law and order process, and to finally seek a kind of mutually benefiting solution for Hong Kong protest, Hong Kong government, and Chinese government.